At Bulldog Burger, we take the burger game to the next level, like the Freshman 15, stacked with panko fried mozzarella. Unleash your appetite.
Tupelo Smiles is a top-notch group. They're very compassionate about what they do. They've given me the smile that I've always wanted. I've been a patient for 15 years and I wouldn't go anywhere else. I just love Tupelo Smiles.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather This Morning.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Welcome back to Mississippi Live Weather This Morning at 7 a.m. Happy Friday. Hope you have your cup of coffee ready to go as you're headed out the door this morning. A little bit different story in the weather department this morning because it's a little bit warmer out there and beautiful ongoing sunrise. Take a look at this one out of Maben. Those cameras provided to us by the North Mississippi Storm Chaser Network, and just overall great conditions out there to start off your Friday, even though it's a little bit warmer. We're seeing clouds stream in from the northwest in our northwest counties, so making for just a great overall sunrise out there, no matter where you are, even in our northeast counties as well. Take a look at this over in Lee County. Beautiful ongoing sunrise. Again, a little bit more clouds out there than we've been seeing the past few days, and temperatures in the upper 50s. So it's a little bit warmer across the board, no matter where you are this morning, partly due to some of that cloud cover. Again, we're seeing clouds kind of build into our area. Take a look at it right now as we're looping over the past few hours. We saw those really start to build in maybe around 4 a.m. Now kind of covering northwest Mississippi and continuing to inch into northeast Mississippi as of right now. So those who saw a little bit more cloud cover a little bit earlier are a little warmer. Take a look at this. Temperatures in northwest Mississippi in the 60s, 64 in Clarksdale, 64 up in South Haven, 61 in Senatobia, but you take it a little bit further east, still in the 50s in places like Lee County, Houston, Eupora, Starkville, Hamilton, Red Bay, Alabama, still in the 50s as well. But overall, we're all sitting a little bit warmer than we were yesterday, and that's going to be the story for the day ahead as well. We'll get into the 60s, everybody by 8, going into the 70s by 11. And then a lot of our afternoon is going to be spent in the middle 80s. So definitely a warmer afternoon out there with a good mix of sun and clouds throughout the entirety of your day. By the time we head into 8 p.m., the 70s will be back in the forecast. Here's the main thing that we're talking about, the main weather maker out of our weekend ahead. This extended cold front that's happening right now in places out to our west in the plains, bringing a lot of cloud cover into the central portion of the United States. That's all we're going to be seeing today, is just clouds kind of built into the forecast. But watch as I do put this into motion, we will start to see a little bit more activity into your weekend. So today, good to go. Good to go for those Friday night football games or any plans that you do have. Going into your Saturday, I really wouldn't be canceling plans for Saturday either. Watch, this is why. This front that we're watching, this is Saturday at 7 a.m. It's still in places like Kansas and Oklahoma, causing rain in places like central Missouri. As we head into the noon and afternoon, it's sitting in places like Arkansas, still extended into Texas. Majority of that activity at 4 p.m. still in places just now pushing into places like central Arkansas. Here in North Mississippi, yeah, we could see maybe a few showers ahead of that overall front, but that main line still has not made it anywhere close to us just yet. I think it takes really 7, 9, even 10 o'clock for that to begin to push over the Mississippi River into our area. So a majority of your Saturday actually looking very dry. Now it's going to be warm out there, but drier nonetheless. It's the overnight hours that I'm really watching the majority of activity take place, and then even out as you're finally waking up and headed out for your Sunday morning. And then as we head further in the day on Sunday, I think we could actually even see clearing conditions and sunshine break out even before noon. Now, that being said, just because this is an overnight event, it does make our likelihood of seeing some severe storms less, but it doesn't make it zero. We could still see a few stronger storms in the mix as we head into Saturday evening, especially into those overnight hours. And the further west you are within our area, the more likely you are, the better chances you have, I should say, of seeing a strong to severe storm. So this is the overall chance put out by the Storm Prediction Center out there for your Saturday. Again, better ingredients do lay out to the west, but we're still extended, some of us, in that level 2 out of 5 threat as well. So coming up next, we'll talk about about exact details, what threats and impacts that we're specifically watching here in North Mississippi. We'll go more hour by hour. So when exactly can we expect those showers and storms to push through out there for your Saturday night? And then what's after the front? How are temperatures out there for your Sunday and then for your new work week ahead? All those details coming up right after this.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
For decades, I've taught you everything I know. But only you can prevent wildfires.
Growing up, Gabe was naturally curious. When he began to discover weather, Gabe just didn't want to know what was happening, but he wanted to know why it was happening. Gabe became fascinated with tornadoes, and it impacted his life. He wanted to pursue a career in meteorology. Even though Gabe grew up in Alabama, Mississippi has now become his home and his family. And one thing about Gabe is he keeps his family safe.
Right now, from the Room to Room Weather Center, here's meteorologist Maggie McAuley.
Hey, welcome back to the Room to Room Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Maggie McAuley. As always, thank you so much for starting off your Friday out here with Mississippi Live Weather. A beautiful start to your Friday. We're seeing some clouds start to stream in, making for really gorgeous conditions out there. But step out and show you the sunrise over in West Point. Overall, a little bit warmer out there as well. Temperatures in the upper 50s, but still gorgeous conditions going on. Another live look over in Caledonia. Still very nice out there no matter where you are, and to get a few of those clouds streaming in. A little bit warmer out there for your day ahead, and that even starts out this morning. As for your airport delays nationwide, I'm not tracking any, so if you know anybody heading in and out of the area, maybe for those weekend plans, looking good to go. No moderate or major delays in all of those international airports from San Francisco, Seattle, all the way over into the Boston airport as well. If you're sticking here in North Mississippi, your day ahead is going to be warmer. We're in the middle 60s by 9, 70s by 10, upper 70s by 11. And yes, clouds do build into the forecast and stick around for your day ahead. As for today, we're going to be topping off in the middle to even upper 80s for some. So it is a pretty warm afternoon out there, and a few more clouds in the forecast than have been over the past few days. Clouds are building in ahead of our system ahead, but I think we're still good to go for those high school games. Our high school game of the week presented by Casey Lott. No matter where what you're doing, where you're at this Friday night, for all of those games, going to be good to go. By those pregame festivities, we're still hanging out in the 80s, but 70s come back by halftime, and then even the upper 60s as you're headed out of those games. So a little bit of a warmer start, but still a great forecast ahead. Let's go hour by hour because we are tracking storms for the weekend, and I want to take you hour by hour all the way through your Sunday morning. So this starts at noon today. You can see a little bit of green on there. I don't think we're going to be dealing with any rain. This model just kind of overdoing it with trying to put a little bit more shower activity than we're going to get today. I'm not tracking any rain out there today, so good to go for all your Friday plans. Just a good mix of sun and clouds. Even going into the 7 o'clock hour, good to go. Again, for those Friday night football games, or whatever plans you have, 7 through 10, not tracking anything to slow you down in the weather department. Now that's today. I've told you everything you need to know about today. Let's get into the storm chances for the weekend, shall we? This is Saturday at 7 a.m. Clouds start to build into our area. That's all ahead of that system that's going to be coming into play. But watch, this is played out all the way through noon. You notice anything? I'm not looking at any rainfall within our future cast. So I wouldn't be going and canceling all your plans on Saturday just because storms are coming in. It's actually a lot later in the day. So Saturday morning all the way through noon looking dry. I think a lot of the afternoon for most looking dry as well. Let's go ahead and put this a little bit further into time. Going into your Saturday afternoon, this is at 3. Yeah, maybe a few showers trying to happen ahead of that system, but you can see a majority of the area still looking dry, even through sunset. So this is Saturday at 7. Maybe a few showers ahead of that main line, but here's what we're watching. Here's what's going to be bringing those strong to severe storms potential into the mix. This is at Saturday at 7. It's still sitting over in places like eastern Arkansas. I don't think it crosses over the Mississippi River until we head 8, 9 o'clock. And by 10 o'clock, northwest Mississippi all the way into the Delta is blanketed with some stronger storms in the mix. So that's when we really start to see it come back into play and come into North Mississippi. I'm thinking 9, 10 o'clock. We're finally starting to see a good portion of the area dealing with these showers and storms. Let's talk about Northeast Mississippi. It's well into the overnight hours. I think after midnight is when we start to see our majority of our area blanketed with showers and storms in the mix. Now, because this is an overnight event, these storms have a lot less fuel to work with. So our severe potential, not looking as great. So that is some good news because it's overnight, but you still could be woken up to a rumble of thunder or two. And I still want you to have your emergency alerts on and those on your phone individually and on the Mississippi Live weather app. So if you need to know how to do that, just give us an email at info@msliveweather.com. I'll let you know how you make sure those notifications are on. Going into the overnight hours, just rather be safe than sorry, right? We're still dealing with some impacts with this. As we head into those early Sunday times, you can see that front has swept through, and by the time most of us are waking up, getting out and about for Sunday morning church or whatever you got going on, I think we're looking at dry conditions now. We're looking at wet roadways, but ongoing dry conditions. And even as we head throughout your Sunday, I think we start to really clear out. Here's the latest severe weather threat. I showed you this in the first few minutes of the live broadcast. Again, the majority of those ingredients, I think, are going to be sitting off to our west in Arkansas, southern Louisiana, all the way up into the Missouri Boot Heel. I think this is that main area they're watching for the potential of severe storms. However, we're still encompassed in that level 2, at least some of us. So here's a look at that. Again, we've been pulled in and out of this level 2 because of the overall timing of this system. Now we're back in it for northwest Mississippi into Grenada County, all the way up into Prentiss, Alcorn, Lee County as well. So what are the main impacts we're watching for on your Saturday evening into the overnight hours? Number 1 is wind. We're looking at the potential for some damaging wind up to 60 miles an hour. So I've said this, I'll say it again. Take your ferns down on your Saturday night. Okay, we're going to take ours down. Bring anything inside that isn't nailed down, your pillows, things of that kind. Bring them inside if you don't want to pick them up out of your yard or maybe your neighbor's yard tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Sunday. So bring all that stuff inside. That's the main thing we're looking at. Also, heavy rainfall likely with that moving through. The overall tornado and hail threat is pretty low out of this. I think the majority of those 2 threats are going to be sitting off to our west where there's some better ingredients out there. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We're still dealing with warm conditions over the next few days before that front moves through overnight on your Saturday. And then into Sunday, I mean, it's a tale of 2 whole different stories for your weekend ahead. Saturday, we're in the upper 80s. Sunday, we're in the low 70s. I think some of us on Sunday could even stick in the 60s, depending on where you are. And then by the time you're waking up on your Monday morning, look at that. Temperatures are going to be in the middle 40s. So waking up, getting out the door on Monday, you're going to be feeling real different than it did today. You're definitely going to need the coat out there, you and your kiddos. And 70s actually look to stick in the forecast over your next work week ahead. So we finally kind of start to see some more consistent temperatures, consistent 70s as we head into your next work week. Let's look at your 7-day forecast. Now here's your update from Land Down Under from our Chief Meteorologist, Matt Lawpon.
Well, hello there, Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon coming to you from Cairns, Australia, from the freshwater station on the Kuranda Scenic Railway, the train. You can see right there, coming down the tracks toward us, arriving here in a minute. It's going to be taking us up into the rainforest so that we can find out, of course, more about the amazing biodiversity going up there. We're doing a number of other crazy and amazing things there as well. It's actually open air windows on the train, and as you can see, there's a lot of folks here along the platform that are going to be hopping on with us here fairly soon. This part of Queensland, which is essentially the state of Canada that we are in here, major exporters, you can see, of sugarcane. That's what that green is you see behind me here. They're about a week or 2 away from starting to do some harvesting of that, and believe it or not, they just have banana stands sitting along the side of the road here. Tell me that doesn't sound completely Australian. Again, appreciate the good folks at MLM for sponsoring us here on Mississippi Live Weather and allowing us to bring you these Wonders of Australia tour. But as the train comes into the station here and we get ready to hop on that, I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lawpon here for Mississippi Live Weather in Cairns, Australia, about to head up into the rainforest on a train. Talk about a combination there. Anyway, we'll show you a little bit up there coming up here a little later.
Man, I don't know about y'all, but I cannot wait to see that rainforest update. So you'll have to keep checking in at 5, 6, and 10. And again, over the weekend, he will also be giving us some updates as well. At the end of all of our live broadcasts, we will show his latest and greatest updates, again, from the land down under. And thanks so much to MLM Clothiers for giving us the ability to get to see those updates. As always, I'll be on it one more time this morning in about 15 to 10 minutes at 7:30 a.m. So make sure to tune in with me one more time. We'll talk through the latest and greatest weekend forecasts out there for you. And meteorologist Gabe Maynor will be out and about at those football games at 5, 6, and your latest broadcast at 10.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.